Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center, and welcome to the world beyond magic and miracles. As you can see, I'm once again in a remote location, not the normal beacon on the hill, but I'm on the beacon in Pleasant Hill, visiting my mom for the weekend for Thanksgiving. And with that, I wish everyone once again a happy Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful holiday where time stops in this country and people are drawn towards caring and sharing and giving. And it's always one of those holidays where things just fall off from everyone, their normal routine, even though it sometimes causes some anxiety and stress for all the things that you're supposed to do. But in the end, there's a shift in your awareness for everyone around you. And that happens on a grand scale for this country. Conversation between people and between everything is so amazing. There's so many connections that we've made along the way, so many conversations that we've had, and they all have been for us. And each one of those conversations come with a feeling that actually drives the words. We can say they are behind or underlining the words, but the feeling actually drives the words. And the words can't catch up with the feeling. And each week we broadcast and deliver what we're feeling. From our spirit, from our heart, from the outer reaches of the universe. And the words trail the feeling. They can never keep up, and they can never fully describe the feelings that we have. So that everything is profitable. Even when the conversation is driven from a feeling of anger or fear or anxiety, it's profitable for both people. For the one to step back and not engage, and for the other to all of a sudden see the mirror and see themselves. And of course, all the conversations that come with encouragement and love. Again, both people benefit. Or in the case of our broadcast, and even your broadcast, an untold number of people benefit. So we immerse ourselves in this feeling of perfection. Never really lacking anything. In every conversation, there lies perfection. In every interaction, there's certainly been a sense of quiet and stillness that we're entering. And there's a complete sense of there being nothing wrong. And so there becomes nothing to react to. It's an incredible place to feel and to live in, as everything slows down. And it slows down because your vibration has increased to a level that the speed of everything you're seeing has become very slow. You're way ahead of everything. It's like being an athlete. Each movement forward from high school to college, they find the first steps into college that everything is sped up. They can't keep up. And then at some point, because of their talent, the game slows down again, as it was slow in high school when they had reached that level. And then once again, when they become professional, the game seems too fast. Everything's whirling around them. The decisions they used to make with their eyes closed now are taking up all their awareness, and they feel like they can't keep up. And the day when the game slows down again, no one is a match for their skill. So the game is slowing down. mastery is coming to the fore. Where you're 2 steps ahead of every move. And your gifts are not held back because of the game seeming too fast. When I think about the communication again, I think about the fact that there's 30 some trillion cells in our body that are communicating right now, signaling, receiving, signaling, receiving. Without our awareness, it's running in the background, but it's a technology that nothing can rival. The intricacies of that communication is incredible. 37 trillion cells. Incredible. All speaking, doing what they came to do. In the perfection of how they were designed. That is who you are. You've come to deliver your gifts. And even when you don't know that you're doing it, that's what you're doing. And every time you find out more about the you that is doing it, the game slows down. Most of the things that happen to us on a day-to-day basis are for us to experience the magnificence of who we are. The hurricane may show up just so that I could move it and then know who I am. And then return back to the place where it came to show me myself. So there's no judgment against the hurricane. It came for me. And all the things that are happening on the planet are always coming for you, so that you can see that you can change everything with a wave of your hand. And then they return back to where they came for you. So, as usual, the best is always yet to come. Everything that's happening is for you, because you're the only one seeing what you see. And each person can say, everything that's happening is happening for me. And it's for each of us to see what we are, the magnificence of who we are, and what we're able to do for ourselves and for everyone. So there will always be more for you to see until the game slows down. And you stand above it all. In all the power and majesty that is you. The conversations and the delivery of all the opportunities will just continue to come. And in this place, you will feel everyone from everywhere, from every conversation, seeing the beauty of every input, embracing the perfection of this journey in every being that you have encountered. The feeling is indescribable. For there never was anything wrong. Some of this feeling takes you back to feeling childlike, where everything comes in, then rolls off. Nothing attaches to you. And when there's a sense of that happening, the light comes forward and you see that it can't attach to you, that it has no power. And a gentle and simple smile comes across your face. For you know that you're beyond all attachments. Even when it's non-conscious, like a child. Your guard is let down because there's nothing to guard. Your heart is brought forward because it no longer needs protection. Your eyes open wide, for there is no longer nothing to hide. Your words are freely spoken. For there is nothing but love. In everything and everyone. Along this journey, is seen as a gift. A smile comes over your face. Come with me to the place where there is nothing wrong, where all that would seem to trouble you no longer exists. Feel the smile come over your face as that which tries to make itself important comes into your awareness and then disappears into the nothingness from which it came. You are experiencing a freedom that is you. How beautiful it is. How beautiful it is. You can now feel the detachment from the inner war, the war inside yourself that says there is something that we must do, that tells you that you are doing something wrong and that you are not enough. This is the origin of all wars. Once you detach from the inner war, it will be easy to disengage from the outer one. The outer war is there to take all your attention and distract you from the only real war, the war with yourself. You are an eternal spirit, and the war with yourself is now over. Sit back and watch the absurdity of something that thinks it can possibly affect the you that is eternal. You will be left with smiles of love for everything and everyone as you sit at the table of your true home, your true origin, the right hand of your creator. Now, like Neo from the Matrix, when he realizes that he is the one, take a deep breath and feel your true expandedness and power. Now you will see with clarity all that has been hidden. Now you will see the power that you have over all things, and your love for all of it will bring all things back to one. There's a place where you are both everything and beyond everything at the same time. This place is timeless and it has no name. It is the place where nothingness was born. You are only able to know that you are there by feeling it. And when you are there, there is a feeling that nothing exists except your eternal magnificence, where nothing has any power over you and all reaction ceases. The world around you is now in slow motion because you are operating above all known frequencies. From here, you can play with the wind, dance with the stars, and move all matter. Your magic and your power will begin to flow from you with ease, and the remembering of all that you are will come forward as you deliver your gifts as only a master can. You are in harmony with everything, and everything is in harmony with you. All is perfectly balanced within your field, and you lack nothing. All this is being delivered to return us to our natural state of being. As we receive the energy from the source, we are gently propelled in all directions that are leading us to ourselves. Each delivery is preparing us for the next delivery, for they are stepping stones to the mind-blowing realization of who we truly are. It must happen in bits and pieces, for to receive it all at once would not be survivable in these physical forms that we call a body. So now we know that there is more coming and that the best is yet to come. We are standing under a beautiful waterfall, and the water, like all that attaches us to this limited dimension, is rolling off. And as this happens, we are refreshed, we are recharged, and we are rejuvenated as a smile comes over our face that lets all beings know that we are free. I got the signal to read this because of our connection with our special beings that has been brought forward, and the space that we are creating to allow them to be in our life and sit next to us always. It's called the Great Hall. Many thousands of years ago, there was a great hall that was made for a special occasion. In this hall, there would come a day when a multitude of majestic beings would all come together to celebrate you. In attendance would be all the ascended masters, including Jesus, Buddha, and Krishna, all the known and unknown angels and archangels, and a host of enlightened beings. At the podium, there would be two who came to oversee this magnificent event. Their names are not important, but you must know that they are always with you. This event was formal yet informal, even as everyone was dressed in gowns and black tie. There was also a choir of angels and an orchestra filled with the greatest musicians ever assembled. The hall had been converted into a great ballroom, and the floor sparkled with the brilliant reflection of never-before-seen crystals. As the two stood on the podium and talked, you could feel the beauty, the honor, and the love that filled this hall. The energy of the two filled the hall with a relaxed and informal feel as all the assembled beings spoke with each other and reconnected with those they had not been with in quite some time. The mood was one of celebration. Then, all of a sudden, the massive doors of the great hall opened, and there you stood, dressed in the most beautiful array of clothing. The light around you was immense, and as you began to walk in, everything stopped, and everyone turned and looked at you. All beings present that day turned to you and bowed with an honor and respect that you could have never imagined. You walked to the center of the room and stood before the two, who also bowed, and without words transmitted, "Welcome home." The choir of angels began to sing your name, and the assembled beings continued to transmit an honor and gratitude that could be felt by all. The orchestra began to play your song, the song that you brought with you from your origin. And then your partner appeared, magnificently attired, and they held your hand. And the two said, "Please dance your dance. Please share your gifts with us and the world, for that is why you came." And you danced with your partner to your song, and you knew you were home. Yes, this happened to me. And as I write these words with tears rolling down my face, I am here to tell you that it also happened to you. The game has slowed down. You are a master of everything. Go and play and enjoy it all. And I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.